Good girl, Dharma. Back. Hey there, this is Kim Meyer from Horsemanship Help, and today's topic is backing up in 5 ways. We had the earlier video about why it's so important to teach your horse to back up, so check that out, okay? First of 5 ways is, I'm going to turn her to the side so you can see what we're doing. Okay, now, when I back her, I'm going to hold the snap, and my spine and her spine are going to be on 2 railroad rails, okay, like we're on a railroad track. And I'm looking at something behind her to make sure that I go straight. So I put pressure on her nose. Every step gets a release. And then we come back on our railroad rail. Okay? So every time that I need to make a change, if she was coming to me, I'd push her head away. If she was going away, I'd bring her head to me, okay? So you just keep making adjustments. So the first way is holding the snap. Your thumb goes directly to the middle of her chest, because later when we do turns while backing, our hands will change and go to the points of the shoulder. Okay, second way of backing up is I'm going to be at a distance from her, and I'm going to raise my energy up, ask her to back. Again, every step gets a release. Good girl. Okay? And then she comes forward, and we're on like a balance beam. Now she got a little bit off, so I'm going to bring her head back to center. Good girl. Okay? This style is wonderful for when you're opening gates, when you're leading 2 horses and you're letting one go through, okay? But you'd be doing it from, be working the gate and you'd be there, okay? Another one that I love for this reason is here in New Hampshire, we get a lot of ice. Our ice is melting today. So if I was leading and there was a big thing of ice, I'd shake her back, I'd walk over the ice, and then she would come, okay? So we weren't going across the ice together, okay? So that's another good benefit of that style. Now, another style is kind of like the railroad rail, okay? But I'm going to be on the side of her, and my lead is going to be, wait up, girlfriend. My lead is going to be back here like a rein. So this hand is going to be like a rein. This hand is on her head and asking for each and every step. I'm going to give you another view from the front. Good. So this goes along her neck, and every step, now she's not being straight, so I push into her to get her straight. So I'm always thinking about straightness, because how I want her to handle on the ground is how I want her to be under saddle. I want her to be straight and through so that her impulsion can be good. So we've done backing off the snap, backing off the wiggling, which a thing about the wiggling, okay, I've heard people say wiggle it like this when you're in front of them, side to side. That just seems like herky-jerky. I've had people say go down. The only part I don't like about it is it makes the last piece, it makes the horse come into you. I like to lift up, which picks the horse up and puts them onto their haunches. Of course, if I had a horse that was going to rear, I wouldn't use that style. Okay, so my next style of backing, which I don't do a whole lot of, is they should be able to back off of pressure of off their chest. Okay, I'm going to ask them to back, good, back, good. Okay, now if she did not listen to the pressure I was putting on the point of her shoulder there, I would use the halter to back it up also. Now I have to say that there's actually another one that I use quite a bit. I put my hand here, and every step gets a little release. I use that one a lot, like when I'm going in their stalls and I want to go check their water to ask them to back up. I use that one a lot when there's no halter on them. So the last way, okay, is get in front of her, and her spine and my spine is going to be like on a balance beam. Again, the importance of straightness. I'm holding either side of the halter. Now, I am not going to hang on to this hard when I come forward if a horse were resistant. Okay, so I'm going to back. Now, back. Now come forward. Right there, a lot of horses would be sticky and would not. Now, we're not straight. Okay, so I have to be aware. There, we're straight. Okay, and then bring her forward on the line. No, no, fix her head. Oops, I hope we're not out of the seat. Okay, but I'm constantly keeping straightness. Good. Now she's getting a little, she needs to listen better. There, there, there. Good girl. Okay? So they should be able to give in many different ways. And if you noticed, I talked a lot about the straightness, because when I ride, I want them to be straightened through. And so I'm aware of it on the ground. So, recap, back up off of the snap, back up from a distance, back up with it like a rein, back off of their nose or their chest, and also the last one that I just showed of holding either side of the cheek piece. Like I said, when you do that with a horse that's resistant, be ready to let go with your fingers in case they kind of go up. And I will show another one of these, just like the head down with a horse that's a little bracier, because she's a good girl and sometimes it's a little bit hard to see the how you'd fix things. So I'll show later videos of horses that are a little bracier. Okay? This has been Kim Meyer for Horsemanship Help. Remember, I want you to stay safe, I want you to succeed, and I want you to enjoy your horse. So go out and play with it. All right, thank you.